Well, happy Friday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon from Shared Visions Unlimited, Publishing and Marketing. And the topic today is Celebrate Family Legacy with a Family Anthology. So I've been talking about capturing family stories while you still can for some time now. And most of the family story productions I've created in the past have been individual stories, or sometimes one individual with a memoir talking about the family in general. So, and it's a collection of stories. So, one way you can imagine this is as a book that you a print book, and each section features a certain family. In our family, it would be like the Dixon family and the Christensen family, maybe the Whitakers, maybe Bonnie's families, the Andrews family, anything like that would go together. And the tone of this could vary. Some people are very much biographical and with lots of features on the biographical information. Others can be more life journey kinds of stories for the individuals. I lean towards more interesting and entertaining things that people have done, which is one of the reasons why I like video. I get those stories in video. So the anthology can be published in a number of different ways. Like the book format is natural with multiple sections. It also could be a family website. It could be a long video, sort of a Ken Burns style thing if you're really ambitious with sections for each family member, and maybe each family could have an episode anyway. But we can start small. We could start small with something maybe like your family. And I really think this is important because it's hard to capture these after people leave. So if you can possibly at least capture these stories while your loved ones are still alive, where your parents and grandparents are still alive, that could be a very good thing. And that a really good time to do that is at some kind of family gathering. It could be a family reunion. It could be an anniversary, a wedding, a memorial for somebody. Anytime that people gather, or holiday gatherings, every Christmas, every holiday season, I really encourage people to capture stories, because you might be meeting with an aunt or an uncle or a cousin and grandparent. You don't know if you'll ever see them again. So you can capture that and do something with it later. And I've been teaching for some while different techniques for capturing those things. Where's my phone here? Something like a smartphone. It has a video camera, audio recorder, and you can take notes on it. So really, everything you have is in your hands with a phone. Something simple. If you're sitting around the table and people are telling stories, you either take video, or sometimes just put your phone on a pillow or something, point the microphone at whoever happens to be speaking, and capture the stories. There's lots of transcription and editing software available. I can help with all of that. And then then the next thing is to craft it into an anthology. So that involves assembling, editing, producing things. So I can help you with all of that. So if any of that appeals to you, give me a call. Well, just reach out wherever you're watching this right now. And there's an article at sharedvisions.com/family anthology with more information about that. I've got some resources there if you want to learn how to do it yourself. I have a golden publishing toolkit that has a book. Maybe I'll just scroll through this page here a bit here. I'm putting the final touches on a book here, Capture Family Stories While You Still Can. What is available, plus a lot more stuff, is and that's available now if you want to learn how to do it. But I would really like to have a conversation about you, maybe talk about your family, how you might want to do it. Some people are comfortable publishing things live, publicly, in which case a website is sort of the easiest way to go. Um, and then some want things to be more private. So I created a thing called a Life Vault, which is a secure multimedia portal where you can put those stories in there, and people need a username and password to access, and you can restrict it, and you can even highly protect some things that you only want certain members, or maybe even information about your family, like end of life kind of wishes, all that thing, wills, all that sort of stuff. And it could be in a secure area where just you and maybe a family lawyer has access. So yeah. And this last thing here is, if you want to create a financial legacy for your family too, one of the things with families now is, I think it's a big concern, is for parents about, what are the kids going to get by? Are they ever going to afford to have a house? Or you have people who need to retire and don't have the funds for it. So there's I've come across contracts that can return enough money to change lives. So if you're interested in creating family legacy in that way, I've started giving these away as birthday presents to I gave one to Bonnie recently, and I've offered one to my son, and this might be a way to help people get enough money to go, either to go to school, to retire, buy a home, all that kind of thing. It's worth considering. For the initial outlay is very small, and the returns can be tremendous. So take a look. There's a button there to go take a look. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for today. So we'll just go back to our topic here, was celebrate family legacy with Family Anthology. If you're interested in discussing how that might look for your family, there's a button on the page here. Discuss with Greg Dixon to make a calendar appointment. You can reach out, just send a text message. If you're watching this on LinkedIn or Facebook, YouTube, just send a text message, and you can track me down. I'm pretty easy to find online. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for today, and have fun. Ta-da.